Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Star Trek Judgement Rites. When last we left off, we managed to persuade Gormagon to let us into this area where the computer itself actually is. And we're starting to get a grasp of what's going on. Basically, something has gone very wrong with the computer as far as I can see. So we're going to have a look and see what's going on. Namely, we're going to tricorder this and see what's going on.
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
Okay, what about McCoy's?
I don't get any biological readings, but there are patterns on the artificial intelligence that strongly resemble humanoid brain engrams.
Oh. What about this machine here? There must be something we can do to fix it.
This web-wire wall reads somewhat like an antique hand-wired computer circuit, Captain. And at the same time, like something which surpasses even what can be found aboard the Enterprise.
Whoa.
This damaged area does not appear to be functioning, but based on information I acquired from my interaction with Puzzlewit, I could attempt to repair it with a connector and some wire.
And that's why you needed to talk to Puzzlewit. We have a connector. We have a light bar. We could try using it.
If you'll bring that over to me, I might have a better suggestion if I took a closer look at it.
Oh? Alright, Klaar. We'll trust you. What do you think we should do with it?
I worked with things like these when I was younger. Given our surroundings, see if you don't find this more useful.
Oh, thank you, Klaar. That's very good of you. You've removed the ends, which therefore I think makes a better connector.
Allow me, Captain. Let me do that. The information I acquired from Puzzlewit's mind indicates this could be a delicate operation, easily mishandled. I think you will find it fits just here.
Oh? Thank you, Spock.
Lieutenant Uhura, if you will bring over that length of wire while I hold this in place, I believe we can get this repaired speedily.
Excellent.
Certainly, Mr. Spock. With that in place, I can see that it will easily fit. Here.
Ah. I believe we have fixed the computer, or are about to.
The final connection is made, and Uhura smiles widely.
Success.
That's it! That fixes the broken connection.
Marvelous.
Thank you. I am now once again whole, and no longer an intelligence divided against myself. The system you repaired will re-enable me to analyze and update received data from external and internal sensor systems, altering conceptual constructs of previously acquired data. These systems appear to have been malfunctioning for some time, although it will take additional review to clarify all conditions. Much may have been lost permanently.
But hopefully not everything.
Jim, do you notice? The phase isn't switching between I and we like it did in the oratory. And the voice is a single note, not a harmonic chord of blended voices.
That means we'd fixed it.
And it hasn't suggested we go get something to eat either.
That's also true.
I am chagrined that my disabilities have endangered my mission. The compassion was launched with the best of intentions. If I can answer anyone's questions, I will endeavor to do so.
Ah, here we go.
Captain Kirk, you don't mind if I ask a question, do you?
Not at all.
You'll get your turn, Klingon. Just hold your horses. Other things come first.
No, you can answer a question.
Be my guest, Captain. Ask away. You'll get your turn, Klingon. Be my guest, Captain. Ask away.
Yep, be my guest.
That you give me first place to speak is a mark of honor, Captain Kirk, and does not pass unnoticed, particularly in light of the urgency of your own questions.
Thank you, Klaar.
Phase, this ship passed through the heart of Klingon space. We were not even aware of it until it was nearly out of our territory. We backtracked it and found it must have closely approached places we find sensitive. We expect assurances that data you may have collected there will not reach the hands of those who mean us harm.
We've heard this question before, but I think the phase may be better able to answer it this time.
We seek proof. We expect you to download your entire memory into our ship's computers, that we may search it for data you have no right to.
Okay, I bet some of this is a repeat, though.
Thereby would you not acquire data to which you have no right?
I think we've actually heard all of this before.
My aide speaks too strongly. While it
Yep,
is
we've
true
heard this
we are
before.
Had I any data, I would agree to seal it.
That is information.
Silence! Phase, we...
Yep, we've heard this before.
Phase, do not be hasty making that decision.
I lack sufficient...
The primary reason we came aboard was to find a way to stop you from landing on top of our colony on Atopus, which would certainly kill thousands of our people. Now that your external senses are functional, have you altered your plans about where you intend to put the ship down?
Now that we actually have fixed the computer, we should be able to get better answers to these questions.
No, Captain Kirk. I will certainly not set the compassion down in a populated area, now that I can see it is there. I am at present in communication with the planetary authorities, and they are directing me to a stationary orbit until further arrangements can be made for my wards.
That is progress.
Then are there other questions?
There are.
Is the ship still set to land on Atopus colony?
We've already asked that one.
Please clarify the anomalies we have perceived while being on board.
Let's get clarifications on that.
I am sorry I cannot explain this at this time. I do not even know if it is explicable, but I will search my memory for an answer for
Fair
you.
enough.
Then are there other questions?
There are.
Is the ship's... Please...
I'm curious.
I'd be interested to learn more about those who built this ship. Their achievements certainly seem erratic in sophistication, but much of it goes beyond even what we are capable of accomplishing today. For example, the Paralens medium for recording computer data is something we are only now beginning to explore. I think there's much to be learned from these people.
Let's say that one.
My best recommendation is to examine the library records under Builders or Technology. There is more data than I can easily explain.
Ah.
Oh, I haven't made it available. I should have done that immediately. I can't imagine why I didn't think of it.
I can't imagine why either.
Fascinating, Captain. That instance of forgetfulness makes it possible to speculate that the phase is not wholly restored after all.
Indeed.
Then are there other questions?
Ah.
Is the ship still set to land on Atopus colony? Please clarify.
I'm curious.
I would still...
That's all for now, Phase. I assume we can talk to
There
you if we
is
have more questions.
one more question we need to ask, and that is the third one that's more McCoy than anything.
I would still like to learn more about these people.
Oh?
My best Then are there other questions?
Okay, it's just a repeat.
Now, just 1 minute, Phase. Are you listening? You keep saying you can't remember or you lack data or what have you. Even the library data seems vague, incomplete, and contradictory. If you don't know, then who does?
That's a good question.
Forgive the pause. I had to think long and hard to discover if you had correctly passed this final test.
Oh?
You correctly identify the heart of the matter. Let me introduce you to my builders.
Also, we completely missed the third question there that I really wanted to ask, which is a shame.
This is madness! Phase, what is this?
That looks like a portal of wibbliness.
Despite our misgivings, you have shown yourselves to be the representatives of spacefaring peoples we, the Brasa, would most trust to make first contact with. The contest has been in progress for some time, situations in which your true colors have been explored. The invitation has been made. You may return to your ship if you prefer, or you may step through whenever you are ready. Then, the final round begins.
So, this indeed is one of the Brasa. And this has all been a test. All of this has been a test. The ship, the landing on the colony, all of this has been a test. And it seems like we have passed. And it seems like Klaar is as surprised as we doubtless are. I think we'll probably want to step through that portal. I think we'll definitely want to step through that portal.
I think you have it right, Captain Klaar. This is madness, Jim.
Yep, it's pretty mad.
I think, Bones, it's Shakespeare who had it right. Though this be madness, yet there is a method in it.
Ah, well quoted.
I agree with the sentiment, Captain Kirk. There is something more going on here. far deeper than first appearances have suggested. I imagine you will accept the invitation. I will certainly choose to go, whether you do or not. I believe the invitation is extended to all.
It is.
I will not permit that, Captain Klaar. I will take all methods to prevent you. I will not go. It is certainly a Federation trick.
Is this really a Federation trick? I mean, when have the Federation ever made wibbly portals? When have they ever managed that?
You begin to sound like Tuscan in the other room. Get a grip of yourself and act like an officer.
I think this is coming to a head. I definitely think this is coming to a head. So we could talk to the computer more. There is also this thing that's dropped here.
An iridescent crystalline lens about the size of your palm.
I don't think we want to take that. I don't think we want to take that. We also want to save on a different slot here.
Save new
So I can actually check to see the answer to that third question. We're going to save, I think... We'll actually save here. We'll save here. And I think we'll also save on this slot here. There we go. Right. So, let's try and head through that portal. I think I'll ask about the about third choice in a separate little snippet. Maybe we can actually talk to the computer. No? Oh, we can't. Well, let's walk through this portal, I think.
Captain Klaar, I will not let you depart. These human scum have tricked you. If I have to beat up all of you, I will. You, Vulcan, you understand orders. Help me knock out my mad captain, and I will take him away and out of your hair.
I don't think that's gonna work. Nope, really don't think that's going to, work. Nope. Didn't work. What a surprise!
I am determined to go explore. There may be dangers, but I accepted that challenge the first day I decided to make my life in space.
Fair enough, Klaar. Let's go. Let's head through the portal. And in fact, to the second part of this, this mission. This mission has 2 parts. In we go!
Mr. Scott, they've disappeared off the sensors.
Yes, yes they have.
What do you mean, laddie?
He means exactly as he said.
They've just vanished.
Yep. And then they flew away! No, they didn't. Yet there is method in it.
Captain's log, stardate 6269.3. The landing party and the Klingon Captain Klaar have passed through a portal in time and space. We're about to face tests by the Brasa. Success will mean formal relations. Failure will mean... unknown.
It will indeed mean unknown.
Welcome. We applaud your willingness to confront the unknown.
This is very unknown. Very unknown. And this is the final part of the game.
Please tell us what's going on. Where are we?
Indeed.
Patience. I cannot answer all yet. Those elements of our society still ill at ease with your cultures have more questions.
Fair enough.
We've had enough. No more foolish tests.
I think that's a terrible idea.
More tests. Let's just get on with it.
I think we should be happy to do tests.
I'd like to hear what the others think. We've had enough. No more foolish tests. I'd like to hear what the others think.
Yeah, let's do that.
I will withdraw until you address me again.
Fair enough. So that is the Brasa.
A quite alien-looking being, its greenish skin hinting a plant phylogeny. Large eyes set well to either side of the head suggest a creature whose ancestors were more prey than predator. A third central eye augments 3D vision. A vibrating tympanum looking like an open mouth is the sound-producing organ. The brightly colored combs on its head might be personal adornment, rank significators, or tribal markings.
Either way, this place is weird. This place is weird.
One of the strangest projections you've ever seen.
Indeed.
The Doctor is queasy from the bizarre distortion of space around him.
Yeah, that would do it.
The Captain seems edgy, alert to danger.
There is plenty of danger here.
A Klingon self-assured in his power, yet not arrogant. His expression is unreadable. The science officer is intrigued, but wary of an area which fails to conform to the precepts of Euclidean space.
I'm not surprised he'd noticed that.
The communications officer carefully controls her reactions and observes everything.
This is definitely the final part of the game, so let's talk to everyone.
If I was meeting us, I'd be skittish too. We've gone this far, there's no sense in quitting now.
Indeed.
Everyone all right?
I hope so.
I am grateful you included me, Captain. Representing the Klingon Empire, I believe we must not be cowed. Passivity may be regarded as undesirable to them.
It may be.
Captain, even though isolated, the Brasica are quite advanced. It's certain their insights will be unusual and enlightening. The logical course is to establish a dialogue.
It is indeed.
The Brasica are calling the tune and expecting us to dance, Captain. It might be undignified, but all of us can make valid, responsible choices and stand by the consequences.
That is a hint to say how this is going to go, because this is going to go one particular way. This is most certainly going to go one particular way. That way that it's going to go is that we are going to be tested. But first, let's scan things. Like space!
An elaborate system is projecting these images, Captain. I speculate the Brasican heroes, the Gerent, confronted surreal perils.
Oh? What about the actual creature? Does it appreciate being scanned?
A sophisticated projected image similar to those on Onius 2.
Oh. What about the Brasica itself? McCoy?
It's not a living thing, Jim. Spock's tricorder is more useful here.
Oh. Maybe it's in fact not here. Either way, let's talk to the Brasica.
Captain Kirk, I am here. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Our mandate is to seek out new life, new civilizations. If we must do so, on your terms, we will.
Indeed.
Explain yourself. We're not rats to run mazes. We deserve to know what you want.
That's not a great response.
We welcome contact with the new race, but you try our patience. No more tests or we'll leave. Now.
Not a good response.
Our mandate is to seek out new life, new civilizations. If we must do so, on your terms, we will.
We will. Let's start the testing.
Listen. We have modified our legends by what we understand of your species. You will be asked a question and may discuss it. Only one person may answer. Begin.
Okay.
I make the first query. It is that question posed to the heroic companions we call the Gerent. Answer this. Who among you may go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life? You may talk. I will withdraw until you choose to speak with me. Remember, only one of you may reply.
Ah. Now, this is basically a form of multiple choice question. Every single crew member has a potential answer. Only one of these answers is right. Also, where are we?
One of the strangest projections you've ever seen.
It's very strange. Also, let's scan it, for no particular reason.
An elaborate projection system is causing these images, Captain.
We've already heard that one. Let's look at every single crew member.
The Klingon's eyes assess each person in turn, leaving a sense of judgment failed at every hand.
Oh.
The good doctor ruminates.
Indeed.
The Vulcan is fully engaged in analytical thought.
Right.
The lieutenant seems to be in deep thought.
Makes sense.
The captain thinks about options the Brasica haven't anticipated.
I highly doubt that.
It is impossible to read emotions from any of the Brasicans' eyes.
Yes, mainly because they're shut. Basically, we could totally mess this up. If we pick the wrong person, it gets really, really bad. If we pick the right person, we move on to the next question. But there is one thing that you need to know about this, and that is that there are two people here where they're always wrong in these questions. They're always wrong. And next video, we'll find out which two those people are. So, I'll catch you next time, folks. For the conclusion, most likely. of Star Trek Judgment Rites. So, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.